You are welcome to the Principles of Marketing class. We are going to look at session 3, New Product Development, under Unit 3, which talks about products. By the end of this session, you should be able to explain the concept a new product, then also list and describe the steps in the new product development process, explain sources of new product ideas, give examples of types of new products, and finally describe the consumer adoption process. Intro. The term new product or the term new can be defined from different vantage points, and in a product it is a new product to a customer even if it has been available and used by others for a very long time. The term new is very ambiguous because what may be new to you may not be new to other people, and what may be new to the organization may not be new in other organizations, and so the newness of a product happens to be very complicated. In this case, through the product's newness, which affects the customer's purchasing behavior and the firm's marketing strategies, it does not have a major impact on an organization's new product process. From an organizational and marketing perspective, there are degrees of newness. According to Giltinan and Paul in 1991 noted that from a management perspective, new products are those new to the company and may include modifications of existing products acquired from other products, or innovative original products. The new products are those which are new to the company and may include modifications of existing products acquired from other firms. So a new product can be new to the firm when the product is acquired from other firms, or there is some additional innovative activity which has been run on the original product. That was from a management perspective. Now, from a buyer's perspective, a new product is any addition to or change in the assortment of available sources. From the buyer's perspective, a new product is any addition to or change in the assortment of available choices. So it could be that the products can be the same, just that there are some form of innovations attached to it. It is deemed as new in the eyes of the customer. The term new product is somewhat ambiguous and confusing because it can mean so many things. Okay, it can be viewed from the perspective of the buyer. It could be used from the perspective of the buyer. From a buyer's perspective, a new product is any addition to or change in the assortment of available choices. The term new product is somewhat challenging or confusing because it can mean so many things. There are several correct definitions of such term. A product can be new to the world, it can be new to the customer, or it could be new to the firm. A product can be new to the world, to the market, to the producer or seller, or to some combinations of these. Categories of new products. We have about 6 categories. We have 1, new to the world products. These are products invented, such as the first car, first television, the first fax, the company which discovered the COVID-19 vaccine for the first time to the world are all products which are new to the world. New category of entries. These products allow a firm to enter an established market. These products allow a firm to enter an established market. They are new to the firm but not to the whole world. Example, when Ecobank introduced a Visa card, they were new to Ecobank because that was the first time they were doing that, but it isn't new to the firm. Additions to product lines, they can also be referred as new products. This category includes new products that supplement a firm's established lines, such as geisha soap from Unilever. So with the additions to product lines, it tends to add up to the already existing product lines. Other classifications include the product improvement, new and improved. Some products are being improved on, which comes with different packaging designs, different labels. They are also classified as new products. New and improved products can be significantly or only slightly changed, like a rough Milo to a smoother Milo from Nestle Ghana Limited. Repositioning as in identifying a new target or a new market segment that a company thinks is very profitable and they can serve best. So when the marketing firm directs their towards another market segment, they are repositioning the product, and with this we can also see it as a new product. Lower prices products. This category includes products that provide performance similar to that of a competing brand but at a lower price. So when you take the pepper sauce I produce, for instance, I produce and package it nicely in a glass bottle, but I realized that the secondary students cannot afford. With that, I had to purchase rubber container. With them, they take or consume the products very often, so they tend not to keep it for long. So I purchased the rubber container so that it could reduce the cost of the product. So when I picked the rubber container, even though it's an already existing product, but it has been placed in another container that comes with lower prices, and this can also be seen as a new product. New product development. How does new product comes into existence? The creation of new products or services is the lifeblood of every firm. So as a firm, you can't say that this is how I do my things and this is how I'll continue to do it. Once you stick to the traditional means, you realize that nobody is coming to you. This means that an organization or a marketing firm would have to continuously conduct a marketing research and also take feedback from customers so that they can based on that to come up with a product development. Products do not remain economically viable. The product do not remain profitable forever. Even on the product life cycle, you realize that the product will get to a certain stage that the profit will decrease or it will increase at a decreasing rate. So new ones must be developed to assure the survival of the enterprise. When product declines in the market, it is advisable to come up with new or redesign the product so that it can gain ground on the market. Now, let us look at the development process of new products. Before a new product comes into existence, there is a need for idea generation. The product is being screened. There is a business analysis conducted, a business prototype developed, and we test the market, then we commercialize or sell the product to everyone outside there. Each stage requires a go or no go decision by management. So with all these stages, the management would have to make a decision as to whether the firm can go about with this, or they can also ask them to stop. They all boils down to the decision of the management. Idea generation. We are taking the process one after the other. The new product development process begins with the generation of ideas for new offerings. Ideas can come as a result of brainstorming and customer feedback, research and development, how you can, based on a competitor's shortfall, to come up with a new product, considering what is not good and converting that to a good product. New idea generation is a continuous systematic search for new product opportunities. It involves delineating the sources of new ideas and methods for generating them, and the source of new ideas are what I have mentioned. Analyzing the products offered by competitors can operate ideas for new products or improvements in existing products. So when competitors' product tends to lack something, or when there is a weakness in their product, the firm would have to base on that in order to come up with a new product. Other services of new product ideas include observing customers closely with the use of existing products, technological development, and suggestions from employees. All these things can help a marketing manager to come up with ideas for new products. Product screening. After the firm has identified a set of potential products, there is a need for the firm to screen these products. Yes, as one person sits, or as a marketing department sits to brainstorm, to observe, to take feedback from employees, and to also come up with new products, you realize that they can come up with about 10 of ideas. They can come up with as many as 20 ideas that will meet the need of a customer. But the firm cannot come up with all the set ideas. So therefore, there is a need for the firm to screen the product. In product screening, also called the idea screening, poor, unsuitable, or otherwise unattractive ideas are weeded out from the further consideration. They are weeded out. They are taken out. New product screening checklist, which is a preliminary evaluation of attributes. The attributes include the marketability, the durability, the productivity, and the ability of the product to perform as expected, and then the growth potential. During the screening stage, the potentials for product potentiality must be determined. During the screening stage, a marketing manager must identify the product that has the potential to grow, potential to increase sales, potential to reach out to more people or more consumers expressing interest in such products. Business analysis. Another screening is done at this stage. Does the idea fit with the company's products, distribution and promotional resources? Does the idea fit into the company's products, distribution and promotional resources? The business analysis stage calls for preparing initial marketing plan for the product. So the business analysis stage kind of introduces or exposes marketers to plans for a new product. Business analysis requires developing tentative marketing strategy and estimate demand projection. How many would customers buy? How many would they defer the purchase? Would we come across any prospect who would express interest in our product? Who are the competitors? And how often do they come to the market? And also, how do we invest and make profits out of the business? After the business analysis stage, we go to the prototype development. Prototype has to do with the miniature of the bigger product that the organization would want to bring into existence. This stage converts a product idea into a physical form and identifies a basic marketing strategy. With the product development, it involves product construction, packaging, branding, products and brand positioning and attributes, and usage testing. New product cost begins to escalate at this stage because developing prototype normally requires a considerable investment. Unilever does so well. Anytime you see their tents or canopies are being mounted, you realize that they are there to offer a prototype to customers, or they are there to win customers. You know, anytime there is a prototype and customers begin to check from a sample, they begin to test the product from a sample. And when it happens like that, sales can increase at a go because already existing customers know about the product and they could refer other people to it. And when the others also find out it's a good product, they can also refer others to it. Testing marketing. It involves placing a product for sale in one or more selected areas. And so when you are testing the market, there will be the need for you, the marketing manager, to place the product on the shelves of some supermarket so that you can sit behind to watch closely how customers behave when they pick the items and what customers look out for. When it happens that way, or the purpose of this test is to evaluate the product and protect the firm's marketing plan prior to a full-scale introduction of product. The final one has to do with the commercialization. After all testing is completed, the firm is ready to introduce the product to fill target market. This is known as commercialization and corresponds to the introductory stage of the product life cycle. The level of investment and risk is generally the highest at this stage because during the commercialization stage, the product is being introduced to the bigger market whereby anyone at all can walk to the manufacturer to make a purchasing decision. Successful commercialization requires understanding consumer adoption, understand the reason why consumers going for what they're going for, and trimming decisions and coordinating efforts. The spread of new products. How new products could be spread. An innovation is a product perceived as new by a potential adopter. It really doesn't matter whether the product is new to the world or some other categories of new products. If it is new to a potential adopter, it is an innovation in this concept because the person who tends to purchase products on daily basis, some of them would have to try the product once it is being introduced. Some too would have to try the product when it has been in the market for so long. Diffusion has to do with the process by which the adoption of an innovation spreads. Diffusion has to do with the process by which the adoption of an innovation or a product spreads. An innovation is a product perceived as new by a potential adopter. It really doesn't matter whether the product is new to the world or some other categories of the new product. If it is new to a potential adopter, it is an innovation in this context. Diffusion has to do with the process by which the adoption of an innovation spreads. How we defined definition and osmosis at the primary level. It also has to do with re-spreading or a marketer spreading products. 5 categories of adopters participate in the diffusion process, which includes innovators, early majority, early adopters, late majority, and laggards. Innovators are the first people to adopt a product. They are the first to adopt the product. Innovators are eager to try new ideas and products. They are eager to try new ideas and products. And with these innovators, they tend to read more, they tend to give everyone the chances to speak, and they are venturesome. They tend to venture into a product or a new product that has been implemented in the market just to try their hands on the product, because these people happen to read and research, and that as innovators, they are the first to produce on the market shelf. They rely less on group norms. These innovators do not fall or make their decisions based on group norms. This is because they are well educated. They are most likely to get their information from scientific sources and experts. Innovations are characterized as being venturesome. The person or the marketer would want to come up with a new product, whereby an innovator would want to try such products to see if it would meet his or her needs. Early adopters, they are next to adopt a product after early adopters are the next to adopt the product. Although they are not very fast, they do adopt early in the product life cycle as compared to the others. That is, aside the innovators, they are very easy to adapt. Compared to innovators, they rely more on group norms and values. Early adopters rely so much on group norms and values. They are also more oriented to their communities, in contrast to innovators whose outlook is more worldly, like somebody who follows the trend, what is happening in the market, what new thing has been introduced in the world. Early adopters are not like such. The respect of others is a dominant characteristic of early adopters. They begin to respect what other people say. They sometimes rely on what our parents have said before they can purchase. They are early adopters. We have what we call the early majority. These people weigh the pros and the cons. They look at the advantages and the disadvantages before adopting a new product. They are likely to collect more information and to evaluate more brands than early adopters. So with the early majority, they go in for different brands and consider the pricing and looking at the features before they can purchase. They rely on the group for information, and they are unlikely to be opinion leaders themselves. And with the early majority, they mostly take a decision whereby the others will follow. Instead, they tend to be opinion leaders, friends, and neighbors. They constitute an important link in the process of diffusing new ideas because they are positioned between early and late adopters. So you realize that with early majority, even though they are not they don't come before the early adopters, with the early majority, they go the extra mile to spend time looking at the advantages and the disadvantages of the product. They rely on what their group people say, what their friends say, and they tend to be opinion leaders. So friends and neighbors take a decision once they have made such decision previously. Late majority. The late majority adopts a new product because most of their friends already have. So let's take iPhone for instance. iPhone 7 came way back, 8 came way back, 9 came way back. You realize that this late majority will actually adopt a new product because most of their friends already have. Most of their friends are using iPhone, so they think that there will be the need for you to use an iPhone. These products tend to be older and also below average in income and education. And because the late majority adopt them lately in life, these type of customers depend mainly on word of mouth communication rather than on the mass media. The dominant characteristics of the late majority is skepticism, the skepticism of the late majority. Laggards. These people are the last to adopt. They do not rely on group norms. Their independence is rooted in their ties to tradition. And with laggards, you would say that the past heavily influences their decisions. By the time laggards adopt an innovation, it has probably been outmoded and replaced by something else. And so I wouldn't be surprised if I realize people are still using etikopo. I wouldn't be so much surprised um, when people are using these video cassettes and these tape cassettes. Laggards have the longest adoption times and the lowest socio-economic status. They tend to be suspicious of new products and alienated from a rapidly evolving society. So with the laggards, they mostly go with what tradition says. Marketers typically ignore laggards who do not seem to be motivated by advertising or personal selling. Laggards only come in when products have been used by everyone or when they realize that the product quality has been accepted by everyone. So people go to the market to ask of a Tikopot TV, people ask of the video cassette, and the video cassette that could be used to play music on our radios. And also laggards can be those people who can purchase those people who can purchase items that is already outmoded in the system. Laggards have the longest adoption times and the lowest socioeconomic status. Laggards don't seem to be economically sound. They are not economically stable. That is why perhaps they would prefer buying the products lastly and also seeing themselves as if they are the champion. Marketers typically ignore laggards who do not seem to be motivated by advertising or personal selling. A laggard will not mind you even if you are into advertisement. A laggard will not mind you even if you promote the product. A laggard would not mind you if you give a higher price to a product. He or she will always think that let us wait for a while, let us wait for a while, let us wait for a while. So you realize that what a laggard will be using now, it's something that has been a function that has taken place already. And this is to say that laggards actually delay in the purchase of products. Why new products fail? Even though new product serves as a lifeblood to the firm, sometimes it fails. One, inadequate product superiority or uniqueness. Sometimes the new product looks exactly as what is on the market shelf, which is being offered by competitors. Product does not have any uniqueness. If a Me Too product is merely an imitation of products that are already on the market, then there wouldn't be the need for customers to buy. Again, there is inadequate or inferior planning. If you fail to plan, then you are planning to fail. Once planning is not done properly, new products can fail. Poor execution. Even though planning could be done well, there is a need for available resources um, that will help to implement the plan, because poor execution of a plan can thwart or destroy the plan at a go. So there's a need for the organization to plan well and also to execute the plans very well. No matter how good a plans, adequate resources must be allocated so that the strategies can be properly executed. Many new products fail because managers who think the product is so good and would not advertise the product end up keeping their product at their wankana. I keep on saying we have moved from Adepane Toneho. So if you think you keep the product all in the name of Adepane Toneho, the new product will fail on the market shelf. Um, Another reason why a product or a new product will fail is due to technical problems. Problems may stem from the product itself. It could be that the new product which is being developed that's not um, gives out its intended, does not serve or give the customer its intended purpose. It could be due to some technical problems. It could be due to some technical problems, and that's failures in production or design. People do come up with new products design, and some people come up with modifying or giving the product an innovative meaning or adding an innovative feature, but afterwards the product is not able to serve its intended purpose. When it happens that way, we say there is a technical problem because of that new product has failed. Poor timing. The market may have changed before the new product was introduced, or the company may have entered the market too early or too late in the product life cycle. You know, a firm can introduce a product at the right place, with the right price, but at the wrong timing, like during the winter, and you say you are going to sell easy wears that can allow people freely walk anyhow. No. Or during the summer, then you're going to sell raincoats or umbrella. It's a no, it's a big no. You know, there are some times and seasons that you can't sell some particular items. So when marketers are introducing some products into the market, the timing should be taken into consideration, because such products can fail because of the poor timing. Let's try our hands on these questions. 1. List the steps in the new product development process. Then 2. What is a new product? Then 3. State 3 sources of new product ideas. And 4. Explain testing, marketing. Then 5. List the 5 categories of adopters in the diffusion process. Without much ado, I think I will end here and see you in the next. Thank you.